Hello, and welcome to my little corner of the cosmic universe. This is High Priestess Indigo, and I'm back with another reading for the collective. So I'm going to start with a prayer, and then we're going to pull some subconscious cards, and then I'll see what deck the Holy Spirit leads me to. Almighty God, I thank you. Please allow me to be a clear portal and a clear channel for your Holy Spirit and your divine will. God, I ask that you bless each and every person that comes across this video. You know who they are and where they are on their spiritual journey and what they need. And God, I ask that you bind and return to sender any and all negative energy, negative entity, evil eye, projection, spell work, dark magic, black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, anything that is not of your purest and highest divine light. These things I ask in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So let's see what we got going on in the energy today. Ooh. Let's see. Oop. That one. All right, so let's see. I think we might have one too many cards here. Okay, I'll take those. Okay. Needing to heal the father wound, emotional pain and challenges arising from the relationship with one's father or father figure. Needing to heal the ancestral wound, inherited trauma. Oh, let me start this again. Inherited traumas and patterns from one's ancestors that affect current generations. And I'm picking up a masculine energy so far. Needing to correct energy imbalances. Disruptions in the flow of energy throughout the body, often associated with various energy systems such as Ki or Prana. Needing to address psychic attacks. The perception of negative energies or entities affecting one's spiritual and mental state. A blockage of the throat chakra. Difficulties in communication, expressing thoughts and feelings, emotional symptoms like shyness, fear of speaking, or dishonesty. Needing to dissolve spiritual ego. Developing a sense of superiority or self-importance based on spiritual knowledge or practices. And then we have an extra card. Needing to heal the inner teenager. These behaviors can include impulsive decision making, rebellion, and fluctuating emotions. And with the subconscious cards, they can be what the person currently needs to heal or has already healed on the subconscious. So with all things, with these readings, they're timeless. So whenever you find this reading, that's when you're meant to find it. And also with all readings, only take what resonates. It's like eating fish. Eat the meat, leave the bones. So I'm being called toward the graffiti decks. So let's see what we got going on today. All right. Oh. Get a little bit from each part of the decks. Nope. I think that might be too many. Okay. Okay. I'll take some of this. Okay. The blame game. Criminal record. Insatiable. Palo Santo, burnout blues, stop wasting time, sitting on a pedestal, excessive baggage, divine calling, mirrored souls, refusing treatment, divine masculine. Haven't seen that card in a while. Romantic rival, divorce, letting go of illusions. Already my nose is starting to drip. Shared ancestry, lucky in love, parental issues, cyberbully, rumor monger, frenzied follower. All right, so let me go ahead and get this reading started. So what we're dealing with here is a karmic masculine. A karmic masculine who was supposed to have been a divine masculine. This is somebody that quite literally missed their divine calling because they were refusing treatment. This was somebody that was refusing to go in and heal themselves. They're refusing to go in and deal with their subconscious wounds as well as their childhood woundings. This is somebody that also refused their divine calling because this is somebody that quite literally was dealing with quite a bit of narcissism. This is somebody that felt like they themselves were too big to fail. This is also somebody who had gotten exceedingly efficient at, really what I'm getting is kind of wielding their baggage almost as a badge of honor. Like, I'm kind of getting the sense of somebody who knew they had trauma, but it was part of their like story, like we all know those peoples where I call them professional victims. These are people that are really good at really playing up the things they've been through. They wear their trauma like a badge of honor because it's part of their story, basically to garner sympathy and to basically get people to give them energy. So, these are the kind of people that really lead with the, oh, when I was a kid, this happened to me, and this person did that to me, and that person did to me, and my past ex girlfriend did this, and she was this kind of person. This is somebody that is really good at using their trauma as a form of, victimhood that they use to basically, like I said, get sympathy out of people and to get people to treat them favorably. So this was somebody that basically had become exceedingly good at playing the blame game. They were really good at not taking accountability. This is the kind of person that I feel like if you were to ask them about every past relationship they've been in, somehow they never are the person that was at fault for why the relationship ended. It's always the other person's fault. Like, this is the kind of person this is the kind of energy that this person has been sitting in. This is somebody who has honestly a long criminal record of pulling these kind of offenses and using this kind of like, tragic drama to basically, wiggle their way and manipulate their ways into people's hearts, people's beds, people's wallets, because honestly, at the end of the day, this is somebody, because of their excess baggage, because of the trauma that they refuse to heal, this is somebody who was impossible to satisfy. They were always insatiable. This is the person that no matter how much love and affection you gave this person, it was never enough because it was quite literally going into a black hole of trauma. a black hole that this person was deliberately not healing, a black hole that this person was, like deliberately using, as this woe is me, and they cloak themselves, like I said, in this victimhood energy of constantly needing attention, constantly needing propping up, constantly needing somebody to basically make them feel good about themselves. And that's why they really didn't want to go in and heal and cleanse this trauma, because then they would have to give up this narrative. They would have to give up this victimhood. And this was something that this person was not ready to do. This is somebody that basically, essentially, because they were so good at this victimhood, story, this trauma based bonding that they were doing with people, they were wasting a lot of time. So much so that this person, I hate to say, they never wind up actually getting to work on themselves. So this is somebody that is now well at an age where they should have had some fruit on their tree, like some spiritual fruit on their tree, and they don't. So this is somebody, like I said, that wasted a lot of time because they were too busy putting themselves or letting other people put them on a pedestal in their victimhood, in their justification. Because this is somebody that honestly, yeah, they were rightly hurt. Yeah, they were traumatized. Yeah, there were things that happened to them that was unfair. But this person had the opportunity to go in and to actually heal that stuff. But this was somebody that didn't want to take risk. This is what I'm hearing, is this is somebody that, because they felt like somebody else did this to them, that they needed to make other people fix it for them, if that makes sense. Like, this is somebody that didn't want to be responsible for having to fix the trauma because they felt like they weren't the ones that created it or broke them, so to speak. And that kind of mindset is a very negative mindset. So this person has been sitting in this mindset thinking that basically somebody outside of themselves was responsible for healing them. And that's why this person really stayed in this insatiable energy, because other people can't heal you. Like, healing yourself is an inside job. It is a one man, one woman job, and it is a responsibility that each one of us owe to ourselves. Nobody else can heal anybody. All we can do as people who interact with other souls is we can encourage them and help uplift them along the way. But ultimately, the act of actually healing yourself and going in to deal with the things that got broken inside of you, whether it was at your fault or not your fault, doesn't matter, because honestly, I'm not trying to sound mean here, but everybody has trauma. Like, everybody has had trauma or has trauma. So that doesn't exempt anybody else from having to go in and deal with their trauma, whether they created it or not. And it's the same for this person. But this is somebody, like I said, that they just really did not want to give up this victimhood. So this person stayed in this energy, refusing treatment. And as a result, oh boy, this is somebody that quite literally, also with them rejecting their divine calling, this is somebody that missed out on the opportunity with a divine feminine, a twin flame, somebody that was their mirrored soul, that they were supposed to ascend with, the person that they were supposed to join in their divine calling. When they refused this divine calling and they refused to go in and heal themselves, they quite literally forfeited all things connected to their divine calling, which was their divine feminine, their divine inheritance, their spiritual gifts, their ability to manifest, their intuition. They've lost their car, which is their ability to move forward and grow. Like, they lost all of this because they basically said to the Most High God, when they rejected their divine calling, what they basically said to God was they wanted to stay a karmic. And when you are a karmic, you have no abundance. You have no ability to manifest. You have no, you're not using your spiritual gifts, or they're inactive or dormant because you haven't gotten to a point where you can actually use them in a way that is benefiting your life, which is why you see a lot of people when they're in a this karmic level, they're basically not using their spiritual gifts, or they're using them incorrectly, and they ultimately wind up hurting themselves more because it's kind of like somebody, the way I could think of is like somebody giving you like this high powered technology or this high powered weaponry, but you don't have a manual to go with it, and you don't go out and actually learn to, you don't go take the time to learn how to use the weapon correctly. So then you're just using it, but you're not using it correctly, and then you're getting like misfires, or you're getting, weird things that are happening with that weaponry because you don't know how to use it properly. So this is where this person was, where they were using what would have been their spiritual gifts of like being able to be intuitive and being able to connect and being an empath. They use that in a negative way, which is what caused them to be more in this narcissistic energy, where this person was quite literally pitting their divine feminine counterpart against a karmic feminine energy. This person turned their divine feminine, or they triangulated their divine feminine with a karmic counterpart, because this is somebody who's, like I said, they weren't healing themselves. They were in victimhood. So the only people that they really could date or attract outside of this divine feminine who was sent in to ascend with them is people who were also just as low vibrational. As a result of this, like I said, this person created a karmic rivalry between a divine feminine and a karmic feminine. And let me just put it this way: divine feminines don't compete with karmic feminines. So it really gives me the sense that this divine feminine walked away from this situation, even more so because this karmic masculine refused to become a divine masculine, and she can only be with a divine masculine. So she was led away because she was doing her work. Now this karmic masculine is left in this broken-hearted energy because this romantic rivalry that he was trying to triangulate, that he was trying to create, honestly, in part to feed this insatiable, broken ego that he was sitting in with his refusal to heal. And now he's sitting brokenhearted because ultimately what that just led to a spiritual divorce with this divine feminine. And now I'm also getting the sense that he's also going through a divorce with this karmic feminine. Yeah, this is somebody who now is very upset. You know, they're very upset because honestly, they're sitting back and they're watching this divine feminine let go of the illusions of this relationship. This divine feminine is being led away because, like I said, this is somebody who did not want to give up this victimhood. They didn't want to give up. They just didn't want to give up. The illusions of them being a victim and them staying in that victimhood mindset. So now this karmic masculine is having to watch this divine feminine be lucky in love as she moved forward. Because, like I said, this is somebody who was doing their work. And I'm getting with this shared ancestry card, these all of these people are in the same soul tribe. They're in the same soul family, including this karmic feminine. You know, honestly, this karmic feminine should have never been in this situation because this karmic masculine, like I said, if he had been on his ascension path, he would have never met this karmic in that sense. But this is somebody, like I said, they chose somebody that was just like them, somebody who was just as broken, who was just as unhealed, because this person didn't want to have to rise to the occasion because he understood that this divine feminine was going to require him to actually level up. He would have had to get rid of this victimhood mindset, and this person just was not ready to do that. So, and because of that, now she is being sent a new counterpart. She's being sent a soulmate, a counterpart, somebody who has done the work. And now this person is sitting in this, and they're sitting in a very brokenhearted energy. This is somebody that is turned into a frenzied follower. This is also somebody that has been engaging in a lot of rumor mongering as it relates to this divine feminine, which really just seems kind of sad because, like, why would you slander this divine feminine when she had nothing to do with you deciding not to take your divine calling? She took hers and she was led away, rightfully so, because there was no way for her to remain a divine feminine and stay in this situation, which really kind of makes sense to me with this romantic rival energy that this karmic was trying to create with these two feminine energies. Honestly, it kind of gives me the feeling that this karmic masculine really was trying to make this divine feminine be just as karmic as this karmic feminine, and he is. That didn't happen though. You know, this is somebody that just really, like I said, wasted so much time, and they still have all of these parental issues, and they still have this father wound and this inner teenager and all of these things. And this person is, more importantly right now, this person is really, their energy is completely out of balance. This is somebody that is falling apart. This is somebody that is going through tower moments, and they're in the dark night of the soul. This is also somebody that is going through an ego death. But even in all of that, like even in the ego death, this person is quite literally still refusing treatment. This is somebody who is currently also in their anger, even though they're burnt out. Because, like I said, these tower moments are landing like blows on top of this karmic masculine's head. Like it's one tower moment after another. But this is somebody who is honestly engaging in cyberbullying energy toward this divine feminine because they're really mad that this divine feminine left them in what they feel like is this mess. But all I'm hearing is this person's victimhood. Nowhere in here, like this person is mad. Okay, so let me put it this way. This person was mad that they had trauma, though they refused to heal it and go in and work on themselves. So they were quite literally playing the victim all over the place and garnering all of this sympathy and garnering all of this, support that they, used to put themselves on this pedestal. And they wanted this divine feminine to do the same, and she did not. So this in turn made this masculine energy, because I feel like this divine feminine was the first person in this masculine energy's life that did not cater to this toxic victimhood mindset that this person has been in. So this person really thought that when they triangulated this divine feminine in this romantic rivalry, that she was going to lower herself and become a karmic, and she did not. She walked away. She walked away from this masculine energy. And now, like I said, this person could only sit in this frenzied follower energy as they try to cyberbully this divine feminine, as they spread lies and gossip, because this person is quite literally mad that this divine feminine refused to give up her own divinity to stay low vibrational with him. And I'm hearing like it's a twisted way of thinking. This karmic masculine literally is saying in his head, if she loved me, she would have never left me. No, sir, if you loved yourself, you would have raised your vibrational frequency by going in and do your work. A mark of somebody loving themselves isn't them sacrificing themselves, is what this person is not understanding. Like in their convoluted thinking, they feel like that's love. That's not love. Sacrificing yourself for somebody who refuses to heal and grow is a dummy move. I'm gonna say it. Like, I mean, it sounds mean, but this divine feminine would have had to been a dummy to do that. To like really walk away from her own spiritual abundance, her spiritual inheritance, her own soul mission, her own connection to the Most High God. That's literally what this person was expecting this divine feminine to do. That is the height of selfishness. And it's also somebody who is not thinking on a very elevated mindset, because if this person would have just done their own work, they would have still been in this connection with this divine feminine. And that's the lack of accountability that this energy is not taking, this karmic masculine. This is the part of the refusing treatment. This person is holding on to a really, convoluted and twisted mindset where they think codependency is love. And they also feel like other people are responsible for emotionally caretaking them. So, yeah, this is like a recipe for this person quite literally being in this, energy that they're in. And now they're sitting here with all of these, traumas and subconscious woundings. And now they can't hide it because the truth of the situation has been illuminated now that this divine feminine has walked away. And now this person is quite literally having to sit in a mirrored energy of what they were putting out, which is this is somebody that was in this victimhood mindset. So since they were in that victimhood mindset, that's when you stay in a victimhood mindset, what you're saying to the universe is that's what you want to manifest. So then what the universe does, and this is based on spiritual law. So this is simply based on spiritual law. What you say to the universe is, I like this experience. Send me more of this. And so that's the energy that this person sat in. And because they're sitting in this energy, that's what they're vibrating at. That's what they're attracting in. And so this person staying in this victimhood mindset, attracting in situations that continue to victimize this person, including this situation with this karmic feminine, because like I said, this is somebody that was, because of where they were vibrationally, that's what they attracted in. And they literally met their perfect match, because at some point this divine feminine stopped being this person's perfect match because she was ascending and this person was not. So the person they attracted in and that they started building a relationship with, that they were trying to use to basically make this divine feminine jealous. And that's really what I'm getting. And it's sad because I'm really getting the sense that this karmic masculine was not necessarily in love with this karmic feminine, but this was somebody that was using this person to basically triangulate and make this divine feminine mad. And that's why all situations now are ending, because when you literally get with somebody for all the wrong reasons and you're using that person, they're going to feel some type of way when they find out the truth, you know? And that's what's happening here. Even this romantic rival of this karmic feminine is feeling some type of way because, one, I mean, she didn't ask to be triangulated in this, even if she is a karmic. And the only difference between, like I say, a divine feminine and a karmic feminine is one opted to go in and actually heal themselves and start working on themselves and accept their divine calling, and one chose not to. But even with that being said, karmic, divine feminine, it doesn't matter. Nobody deserves to be triangulated in a relationship because you're trying to use them to make somebody else jealous or hurt somebody else. So yeah, this is hurtful for this karmic feminine because she didn't ask this. Yes, she might be toxic as well, but she also deserves somebody that wanted to be with her because of her, not because they were being used. So, like I said, now this person is sitting back in this obsessive energy over this divine feminine, and their whole life is falling apart. But this is also somebody that is still refusing to take accountability, and they're still refusing to go in and heal themselves. Man, I'm also getting from this shared ancestry too card is that if this person had accepted their divine calling, they were supposed to create a family with this divine feminine. There's their shared ancestry. Like, I'm also getting that too. You know, this person quite literally, like I said, they're not taking accountability. They're too busy playing the blame game. Too busy blaming. Even now, this karmic masculine is like quite literally blaming this divine feminine for why this person's life is falling apart. And it's like, sir, this has nothing to do with the divine feminine. She's her own person, you're your own person, and it's your responsibility to heal. Like, this divine feminine was to sit in to heal you. She was sent in to help you elevate, like give you enough of a divine protection so that you could go in to do the inner healing, so that you would have the encouragement and the strength and the fortitude to help push forward through these dark times of healing yourself. But since you refused that, this person was led astray because all you were, or led, not led astray, but led away, excuse me. The divine feminine was led away because all you were doing was wasting time. You were wasting time and you weren't healing. And now this person is rightfully sitting in these burnout blues because they have burnt their own self out by refusing to go in and to heal. This is somebody that really was thinking that they were going to monkey branch between this divine feminine and this karmic feminine. And now this person has quite literally, what I'm getting the sense is they lost both people. In their attempt to monkey branch, they were really trying to move from one relationship without healing to the next relationship, you know. And this person was carrying all of this past resentment toward this divine feminine. And that's where this romantic rivalry was created, because this karmic masculine showed up in this relationship not over this divine feminine. And he triangulated and created a triangulation, that should have never happened. It should have never happened, because these two feminine energies were not competitors. That was not a fair triangulation on any level. And like I said, it was definitely not a romantic rivalry this divine feminine was going to engage in. This is why she was led away from this. That's why she is now currently selling above the drama. You know, yeah. As you see in Below the Waters, there's a shark there. Yeah, this divine feminine is now selling above this drama. She's out of this situation. She's being divinely protected. She's being rerouted. Like I said, she's being rerouted on a different path with a different counterpart. One who has done the work, one who has gone in and healed themselves, and one who is not refusing treatment and refusing to heal themselves. Not somebody that wants to stay stuck in victimhood and toxic energy. You know, she's being sent an unshakable love. This is what she has to look forward to. Because like I said, this karmic masculine screwed the pooch. Because this is what he was supposed to have with this divine feminine. And now honestly, this whole situation now is just poetic justice, because everything that this victimhood energy that this karmic masculine wanted to stay in, now he's currently stuck in it as part of his karmic debt. Yikes. Yeah. So, because when you say to God, I'm not going to take my divine calling, I'm not going to elevate, I'm not going to heal myself, I'm not going to go in and I'm not going to step into my divine calling and the soul mission that you sent me here to do, the people that you sent me to help for. I mean, no offense, but like, if you were sent here as you were sent here and you were supposed to have been a divine masculine, that tells me that there's a soul mission, which means that you have a spiritual mandate on your life that you said to God before you came down here in this lifetime. I agree, God, to come down here and complete this divine mission, whatever it is. I agree to complete this divine mission to help serve in your kingdom and uplift your people. And when you refuse your divine calling, you're basically saying to God, yeah, I know what I said, but I'm not about that life. I'm not going to do it. So God, in his infinite wisdom of giving us free choice, says, okay, that's fair. That's your free will choice. But what comes with that is you lose all of the gifts that come with the divine calling. You lose all of them. You lose everything that's attached to this because you refused it. There's not a world, spiritual or otherwise, where you get to keep the blessings of God while refusing to do the thing that you promised to God that you would do as part of, like, this works hand in hand. The Bible says if a man doesn't work, he doesn't eat. Your divine calling is work. So you don't get the fruits of that work if you don't do the work. So this is where this person is sitting at, and now they're realizing that they're being rerouted, but it's not to a good destination. They're stuck in the energy that they refuse to give up. They wanted to stay a victim, and now they're stuck in victim energy because, like I said, this person, they didn't want to. They wanted to keep playing out this excessive baggage and this, oh, this person did this to me and this person did that to me, and oh my goodness, I don't know what, like, I don't. And now this person is attracting more of that energy. Honestly, this person effed around and found out because they couldn't stop wasting time. They couldn't stop, refusing treatment, refusing to go in and heal, and they let years pass them by. I'm hearing years, plural. This person let years of no growth. And when you're not growing and you're on the divine tree of life, at some point you get pruned off, especially if you refuse to grow. So this person quite literally walked themselves into their own poetic justice. And now they're angry about that, but they're angry at the wrong person. Like I said, this is somebody that is quite literally blaming this divine feminine for this. That's part of this refusing treatment. The refusing treatment also includes lack of accountability. This person is not taking accountability for themselves. And it's costing them more because nothing they do is going to stop or hinder this divine feminine. She's divinely protected. She accepted her divine calling. She took when God called, she answered, and she stepped into her divine calling and her divine feminine energy, and she's on soul mission. She's doing what she was sent here to do. She's doing what she promised God that she would do as part of her soul mission. She's doing that. You know, yeah. Meanwhile, this person is really having to contend with this karmic feminine. And it's funny because I feel like this karmic feminine is actually out of this situation. This karmic feminine is the one that's ready to now get on her path to healing. This is somebody that doesn't want to be low vibrational. This karmic feminine is taking accountability for getting in this situation with this karmic masculine and getting into this romantic rival energy. I'm getting the sense that this is why this karmic masculine is being left, because, like, this is he's been that's why I say he's been left by both women, because the divine feminine accepted her calling and she moved forward, and this karmic feminine, once she found out that she was not basically getting the love that she deserves as well, she decided that, you know what, it takes two to tango. I take full responsibility for getting in this situation with somebody who didn't love or care about me, and they were using me to make somebody else jealous. But I'm getting the sense this karmic feminine is now accepting her calling. This is somebody that is going through tower moments, but hers are the tower moments that happen when you are now going to start ascending. So I really get the sense that this karmic feminine is turning her life around. She's hit her dark night of the soul, and she's going through her awakening, and she's heading in the right direction. So quite literally, the only person that's left going down the wrong path now is this karmic masculine. Both feminine energies that he was attached to have opted to heal and move forward. That's crazy. Or that's wild. I just want to say it's crazy. It's a beautiful, good thing. It's not crazy at all. It's wild that the very thing that this karmic masculine thought he was creating in this romantic triangle, both of the women opted out of the situation. Both of them did. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. So now here this karmic masculine sits in this turbulence energy because his life is falling apart. He's going through tower moment after tower moment because this was a plot twist that he just did not see coming. He didn't see both feminine energies quite literally leaving him. So now this karmic masculine is sitting in what they feel like is this abandoned victim who wants to hear. There's that victimhood energy. This person is quite literally sitting in this energy of like, I can't believe, you know, that I'm being left by both women. So that's just contributing to this person's victimhood, which brings me back to the poetic justice. This is what this person wanted. They wanted to stay in victimhood. So now they're continuing to be in situations that continue to victimize them. And both of these women or these feminine energies walking away, these the divine feminine energy and this karmic soon to be divine feminine energy as well, they both have served this person poetic justice, and that this triangulation that this person created is quite literally collapsed on them. And now this person is sitting even deeper in this victimhood energy, feeling abandoned and feeling burnt out because now this person has nobody to turn to. And this person now would have to not only, start refusing treatment in order to heal themselves, but they would, they have to cleanse all of this negativity by themselves now. They have to do this ascension by themselves because, like I said, this divine feminine has been left. I feel like that's past energy. And now this karmic feminine has left to quite literally start on her divine calling as well. So yeah, this is somebody that is going to have to find a way to get over themselves and really start refusing treatment and go in and do the work because the situation's not going to get better, and they're the only person that has the ability or the responsibility to heal themselves. But that is the message. Be blessed.